Aquarius. Hey Vulcans. They are brothers and sisters from another planet. So it rained today, and I was thinking a perfect day for the water bearer. Even though Aquarius is an air sign, it is the water bearer because it brings intellect and ideas to the world. Aquariuses are always mentally stimulating. They've always got 1,001 ideas to share with the group. They're more group people than they are one-on-one because they think of the whole picture. The bigger the picture, the more they feel it's accurate. They're objective people versus subjective, which is kind of interesting because most people are very subjective. Aquariuses, wow, you got a hard task on your hands because all of us, dumb mother truckers. And of course, you all have heard Aquariuses are inventors, scientists, free thinkers. They always have to be free of mind. They don't want to be tied down, intellectually speaking. If you were to demand that they think a certain way, that is the worst thing you could do for them. So don't do it. The internet is like 100% an Aquarius idea. Connecting everyone on one platform so you can share ideas, yeah. Aquarius. They can be very impersonal at times. When you meet an Aquarius, it's kind of like talking to a computer. And you don't really know if you're special to them, if they like you. I can't really help you there either. Did you know that Aquariuses are most likely to be geniuses, but also most likely to end up in an insane asylum? Aquariuses are philanthropic. They love to have a cause and to be giving and to help because they're the water bearer. They're sharing, they're giving. And they're very powerful people because they're very intelligent. So they just want to make the world better. And they're very popular because in a group, they often just attract attention because they have all these ideas to share. But one-on-one Aquariuses suffer because the idea of love is way more difficult to understand than the idea of friendship. Aquarius is the opposite sign of Leo. Leo is all about love and romance. Aquarius is all about friendship and saving the world. That's why I have my little elephants on the shirt, see? Aquariuses usually do really well in work environments, but then home life is a more difficult place for them because Aquariuses want to learn everything about everything, but the last thing that they ever learn about is themselves. And that's because the sun sign in Aquarius is the second hardest sun sign to have. The ego is almost non-existent. And in the sun position, which is all about ego, we're not seeing ourselves clearly here. It might sound great to not have an ego, but you know what? We all do have an ego, but Aquariuses just don't realize they do. And sometimes that's more dangerous than anything. For an Aquarius to be able to find themselves personally, realize like, hey, I'm flesh and blood. I'm not zeros and ones after all. I think of the children's book, Howard Hears a Who. See, you could be walking around, pick up a daffodil, and you think, oh, this is just one daffodil. In the big scheme of things, it's not going to save, the killer whales. It's not going to end cancer. But just like Howard Hears a Who, there could be a whole world inside of that one daffodil. So never forget that. Always remember that no matter how big of a picture or a perspective you have, there's always a bigger perspective to have. Instead of letting this idea drive you crazy, just embrace it and realize that, hey, maybe I'll just absorb myself in figuring out one person and how they tick. I don't have to worry about the whole world today. I just need to worry about that one person I care about and how they're feeling. Aquariuses struggle with feelings because they don't always feel since they're analytical. So it's hard for them to understand what other people are feeling. And it's hard for them to express themselves. Read that book, guys. Howard Hears a Who. Ha! Aquarius women are weird. Aquarius is like one of the most masculine signs. You expect a woman to be, personal and emotional. And these Aquarius women are just so masculine. Not what you expect. I've noticed that usually Aquarius actors, they will see someone else portraying qualities, and then they will take those qualities and then create a performance around a mimicked behavior that they see in someone. I see this all the time in Aquarius actors, like Rosamund Pike or Christian Bale. Aquariuses are idealists. They're idea people. They can be a little harsh with themselves and the whole world at large. Things from an idea are way more simple than in actual real life. This is also another reason why they struggle with love, because love is human and it has imperfections. Aquariuses are problem solvers. They really want to make the world a better place, and they feel that that's their role in life, is to solve something. They've always got a cause of some sort. They'll be working on that cause their whole life. life, whether it's helping people to get on their feet or helping children from bad family environments or helping save the polar ice caps. They've always got something they're working on. Aquariuses love the color blue, which I'm wearing. Blue is the color of the sky. Blue is powerful and bold and calming. And they are ruled by the planet, I'm not going to say it, Uranus, is what I would say if I were British, which I guess I'll be. Every time I say the planet Uranus, I'm going to say it Uranus. Uranus is the planet that's a higher octave of Mercury, which is intellect, so it's the higher octave of intellect. Hence the sort of collective intellect of the Aquariuses out there. It is a more challenging sun position, and so they can be late bloomers because they take a while to find themselves. They don't just like charge forward like some of the other more powerful sun signs. But their power does come from their objectivity. So while other people are like, me, 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 an Aquarius is able to win people over by the fact that they don't seem so pushy and they just seem to get things done. They're in for the long haul. It's more like tortoise and the hare scenario. If you imagine a house, the Aquarius people would be the electrical wiring, where they're everywhere and yet nowhere. I guess that's omnipresent. And they would know what's going on. They want to know everything. They're able to see what's going on in every single room and also be giving forth all this energy, which is part of their giving nature, wanting to be philanthropic. You might also find them in the rafters, like up in the attic, because they're an air sign and they want to see above, the bird's eye view. I imagine them like an eagle. They are up there analyzing everything down below. So as I talked about earlier, Aquariuses have trouble with intimacy, a sense of self, making something feel genuine. There's a detachedness to them. And so that's something for Aquariuses to work on through their whole life. Remember, having a little bit of ego is a healthy thing. Everybody needs a little bit. Embrace yourself. Embrace your quirks. Embrace your individual, unique stamp. Aquariuses are very unique. They just don't always recognize themselves. Aquariuses, you guys are here to change the world. You are here to invent and discover and push the boundaries, and that's why you are Star Trek. Insert the Star Trek slogan, which is something to do with explore strange lands and seek out new civilizations. So off you go. Ta-ta. See you guys next time, and please subscribe. Next video will be Pisces Sun.